So me and Cora are back again out on a backpacking trip, and today I'm walking the Cumbria Way, which I've done before, most recently from Carlisle to Ulverston. So I thought today we'd go from Ulverston to Carlisle, hopefully. Lovely little sort of monument at the start, which is made of steel and all the different rocks that you'll find along the way. It's placed in the middle of a car park, so I guess when you're taking your pictures of it, it's not the most scenic, but nonetheless it's a beautiful place. Come on, girl. So I had 4 days booked off from work, or 5 days actually, which gave me in total 6, and I was wondering where I could go, and my new hiking tipster, OB Camping, suggested the Snowden Trail, I think it's called, or something like that, which looks fantastic, but I don't think I would have had time to complete it, so I decided to go and do the Cumbria Way again. I might seem a bit of an odd decision really, because I've done it once, Ulverston to Carlisle, but didn't complete it because we had to abandon it for a few days and then get a little bit of public transport in between because Cora had hurt her foot, or her paw I should say. And then the second time I did it, Carlisle to Ulverston, did it over 5 days with no problems. So I thought it'd be nice to actually complete it properly without any sort of cheats, hopefully up to Carlisle. So that's the aim. I'm hoping we can do it in 5 days. That'll give me a day back at home where I can kind of strut myself out, get ready to go back to work the following day. But we'll see how we get on, because you never know what the mountains bring. But for now, we'll keep plodding on. Really windy, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me. We're just on the path, and we've come across quite a field of cows here, and I'm not sure, I think they've got calves with them, and they're right across the field. Look, this is going to be dodgy as anything, this. Come here, girl. Right, let's get this young lady on her. Got her on a short lead, and I'm just working out actually. We'll go this way, come on. We're going to have to walk around here, so they seem quite happy with us skirting around, not too bothered, keeping Cora calm. But I have to say it is an uncomfortable experience, and that's one big in that. Come here, Cora. Oh, nearly went down. This ground's really uneven. I've got a Tates or a Willie, I'm not sure. I think it's a cow. Up there, Cora, up there, up there, up. No, go on. Oh, blimey, come on then. Come on, let's go through the gate, you chicken. Oh, that had been a great video with the jumping up and over. It's no different coming over this side than it is going down the side she just got down. The big chicken. Oh dear me. Again, forgive the sound quality, it's quite windy. Thought I'd update you because I was just speaking to a couple of blokes who are coming to the end of their Cumbria Way, doing it Carlisle to Ulverston, and they're telling me the path up past Caldbeck is now open. It must literally have just opened, so that's good news. It saves the walk along the road or the opposite side of the river through the bramble and stuff, so looking forward to that. Hopefully I'll get to the end and enjoy the path being open. There we have Beacon Tarn. It's a bit of an old slog up here, surprised me. This way, Cora. Enjoying yourself, are you? Oh, have you had a nice time there in the water? Hey, have you? Good girl. Oh, hello. Hello. Girl, you're soaking. So am I now, aren't I? Come on. Come on. How about? That's a view, isn't it? Managed to take a wrong turning, so we're on a path that runs parallel to the Cumbria Way, but unfortunately we're in head high fern. That's reassuring. Come on, love, this way. Up you go. So we're at Coniston Hall campsite, my least favourite campsite in the world. Although I'm sure the people who come here regularly love it because it's nice and lively, but I can't stand it. But beggars can't be choosers and I'm knackered, so I'm going to put my tent up and I'll see you in a bit. So, tent's up, we're inside. There's a little mobile that sells pizza and beer. Cora's watching the pizza. I'm going to have my beer, have my pizza and go to sleep. Unless something remarkable happens, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Sit. Wait, sit. Me and Cora, we've shared a bacon butty from the van, which was very nice, and a coffee. Well, I drank the coffee, and I've packed my bag now, which is there, and Cora's just chilling. So it's time to take the tent down and head off to Dungeon Gill. So we're leaving the banks of the Bonnie Coniston and heading into Coniston town centre now. Then we'll pick up the Cumbria Way trail again. Although I don't think we've actually lost it, to be honest. I think the trail goes right through the campsite. But we'll keep going. Dungeon Gill's one of my favourite places in the Lake District, so I'm looking forward to getting there. And hopefully it stays as dry as possible, because the forecast doesn't look great. Yesterday, just before we got to the lake, I stood on the buckle of my backpack when I was having a rest, and I broke it. So I was really struggling with my hip belt, but thankfully I went here to Summit Treks in Coniston, and they sorted me with a new hip strap buckle, which I've just fitted, so my pack's nice and comfortable now, and we can get on with the hike. Big shout out to them, really helpful. Look inside, shall we? I've got a feeling this was for the hounds. Yeah. Some posters up in here, so I'll tell you where you are. And this is about the house. In the dog house, you're standing in the Gothic folly, custom built for foxhounds in the late 19th century. Fox hunting was an important local tradition. So these were kennels basically. That's a fine building. The sad thing is, and I love dogs, but there were people, I'm sure, in the 19th century, we're talking the 1800s, living in buildings that weren't anywhere nearly as good as this kennel. Nonetheless, it's fantastic, isn't it? Really well preserved as well. I'll just give you a little look at this side of it from out here. There you go. Even got 2 chimneys. Today's stick chew. Is that the Gothic kennels? And she's got herself a stick. There we go. I'm not going to put my ugly mug in the picture for this. I just want to show you just a little snapshot of the scenery as we're walking along about a mile outside of Coniston. It's absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Yeah, as we were coming out of the campsite in Coniston, I found a Swiss Army knife with a big orange whistle and a compass on it. So I threw it in my bag because there's quite a few Duke of Edinburghs walking around here, and I'd spent the night at Coniston. So anyway, as I was walking along, I just met a group of lads. I said, have you lost anything like a big orange whistle? And one of the lads said, yeah, it's got a black compass on it. I said, yeah mate, there it is, here with your penknife. So he was made up. He said, oh, me dad's not going to kill me. So I was really pleased to unite him with his whistle and his knife, and I hope he enjoys this Duke of Edinburgh bronze I think they're doing. It's just nice to do something nice for someone. We're having a little break just sort of at the very edge of Tarn House or House Tarn, not sure which way around you say it. But we've just kind of left it and we're on the Cumbria Way, and there's a nice big rock, so we're sitting down and I've had me chicken and pie with Cora. She'll eat it as always. and we'll be heading towards Outerwater as our next little stopping point. So see you as we're making our way along. Come on. Oh. Hello. No, it's absolutely fine. Mine's the worst. Oh, to have that energy.
Yeah, I know. They make it look so easy.
I know. Got another nice view for I've got another nice view for you to look at now. I'll just turn my camera around. I don't think the British countryside gets much better than this, does it? Ooh, big mine, big cave. I'm presuming this is part of the slate mine and this big cave, but it's a shame it's all closed off. It'd be nice to go and have a look, wouldn't it? I'm guessing it's not safe though. So we're just at the Langdales and there's a fell race on. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Langdales, but there's a very popular wild camping spot which is Stickle Tarn. These guys are racing from, let's just look here, the Stickle Barn, and if you can see that waterfall between the two crags, they're going all the way up there and then all the way back again to the finish, which is just here. Now I've hiked that numerous times, and I tell you what, it's a reasonably demanding walk, to be quite honest. So absolute, raising my voice because of the wind, absolute hats off to them. It's some feat that. And T, if you're watching, have you done this one? Now, if there are any film buffs out there, this bridge here is quite famous because it was on an old movie called Brief Encounter. If I'm honest, I think I've seen the film, but I can't really remember. I think it's a sort of 1930s movie, but yeah, just a little bit of information. We're just coming up to Dungeon Gill campsite, so I'm hoping they will let us pitch. My understanding is they do let backpackers on without a booking, so let's see. Well, how could I ever forget about my Cora? We're at Dungeon Gill National Trust campsite, and we've just booked in for one night, and it's raining, hence I'm sat under the brolly But this is fantastic. Look, they have these camping pods. Now, I haven't rented one, but that one next to me is empty, which means the bench and table, it's like a little picnic bench and table, is not being used. So I'm using it. So I'm sitting here under the umbrella. I've just boiled a kettle. I've got my fire pot, beef stew and pail. The staff inside kindly give me this free baguette because they were coming to the end of the day and we're going to throw them out, so thank you very much. That'll go lovely with it. Cora is, well, she was sat under the bench with me, but she now sat next to me sorry, hiding behind this post in the hope of food. And it's quite nice sitting under the umbrella. It takes me back to my childhood when I don't know, I must have been about 5 or something, and I used to build dens in the backyard, and it was a backyard with about 3 umbrellas and sit under the umbrellas in the rain for some bizarre reason. And that's what I'm doing this evening. I've got a couple of beers from the shop, some Dairy Lee triangles that I was just looking down at, and I'm going to enjoy my tea. So if I don't see you in the tent, it'll probably be because I'm so tired I've forgotten to put the camera on. But for now, I'll say good night. If anything happens, I'll catch up with you in a bit. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Good morning and welcome to day 3 on the Cumbria Way. So we've just had a bacon roll, which is becoming a bit of a ritual on this trip. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And we're leaving the Great Langdale campsite, which is a really good site, and we're heading off over Stake Pass past the Mad Dogs to Keswick hopefully today, so we'll see how it goes. It's a nice pool. I would imagine last week that would have been fantastic to sit in the heat. Unfortunately today, if you look up at the sky, it's grey, it's raining. Still very beautiful though, isn't it? Stake Pass that away to the right, S-Cows to the left. Well, actually that to the left takes you up Rossick Gill to a lovely little tarn called Angletown, not to be confused with the really large tarn up in Patterdale, but it's a great spot for wild camping if ever you fancy it. Let's have a little look down the valley, eh? So we've got kind of to the left and going round there, you can't see it all, you've got the Langdale Pikes going that way, and then to the right you've got the band which goes up there, and that goes up to Bowfell, and then Scarfell Pike if you so wish. And I'd say this Langdale Valley is one of my favourite places in the Lake District because it's got so many fantastic fells around it, and they're all, you know, really within close proximity. But anyway, we are going up there, so I'll see you in a bit. You done? You done? Come on then, let's go. And here we have it, Lake Derwent, and we made it. So all we need to do is get to the top of the lake and we're in Keswick. So we decided to take a break from the Cumbria Way. We've got on the launch which goes up Derwent Water to Keswick, so it's taken a couple of miles out of our walk. It's a fantastic trip, proper tour and stuff. Well, that was brilliant. I've always wanted to go on the Derwent Water launch, and as we were coming around the sides of the lake it was there waiting for us, so I thought I'd take the opportunity. So I'm very sorry if you think I'm cheating, but it was worth it. It was really great fun. And I'd highly recommend, if you're walking the Cumbria Way and you time it right, have a little ride in the launch. I was going to call it a ferry, but I think they call it a launch. Brilliant. The views from the lake are absolutely amazing. Anyway, we're going to look for a campsite now. So we're here. We're at the Keswick Caravan and Camping Club, and it's a cracking little site for backpackers. There's obviously lots of caravans as I spin round. But here is the toilet block, and next to it is a little sort of backpackers room. They've got a kitchen with a microwave, and there's somewhere to sit so you can kind of relax. Can't take dogs in, but there is a bench outside so I can sit with Cora. It's right on the water's edge, as you can see there, so it's really picturesque, and we're just happy to be here. Really enjoyed my little boat ride, but I'm knackered, so I'm going to get my head down soon. I'll see you in the morning as hopefully we head up to Caldbeck. Good night, bye bye. So we had a nice night here at Keswick Caravan and Camping Club. Really nice site, and they've got a backpackers room which is always useful. So now off to Caldbeck. Actually, first I might just go to Booths and see if we can get a coffee, because I didn't make one. Then we're off to Caldbeck. Well, we're just on the path and we've just come through Keswick. And look at this. This is brilliant. I don't know, maybe it's a hotel now or something like that. But looking at it, it very much looks like it's been the old Keswick railway station. I've been to Keswick quite a few times. I've never seen this before. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's got lots of the old signage. Even the modern signage is kind of put up in the old railway style. I mean, if anybody knows the history of this, and if it is the old railway station for Keswick, because I don't think there is one at all now, pop it in the comments below. I'd be really interested to find out. You coming? Come on. Come on, can't go all day, you have to bring it with you. You tell it, come on. Right, so we're good, I think 5 miles into the hike now, and we're just walking along in the fells, the Skiddaw range, and we're just heading towards Skiddaw House, which is really must be one of the most remote youth hostels. I think it's a youth hostel anyway, in the country. I'll just turn the camera on to let you have a look. So that building there with the trees around it, right in the middle of the fells is Skiddaw House, and I think it's a youth hostel that you can stay at if you so wish. It's pretty remote. I do think there's a small road down the other side though. What I have found myself doing, the more I've done these sort of long distance backpacking trips, or through hikes if you like, is I've been breaking them down into 5-mile segments or thereabouts, and what I do every 5 miles I have a break, and it just gives you a bit of a sort of short-term goal along the route, and I think it helps you helps you overcome mental tiredness as well as the physical tiredness. It works for me anyway, and I think whatever works for you is the right way. I don't know if the camera shows yet, but actually there's a sign there. It says Skiddaw House Hostel, 1,550 foot, and there's actually some small what would you call them, leaflets just around here, and there's a poster up which says that it is Britain's highest hostel. Quite cool. Unfortunately it's closed. I was hoping we could go in and get some refreshments, but not today. So I've sat down, I've had my brew of chicken sandwich, well, Cora at most of it actually, and we're on our way. I think our next stop off point would probably be Lingy Hut. This is the Lingy Hut, which both Cora and I will be very pleased to get in and have a little break. Welcome to the Lingy Hut, cracking little bothy. Cora is currently having a little rest on the floor there because it's been chucking it down with rain, and I'll just spin the camera around to show you what it's like. And there we are, we've got these raised areas. Excuse the straining voice, got these raised areas right round the sides. It's really clean. I've got a couple of candles on, trying to warm things up a little bit. And that's it. It's pretty basic, but it's a bothy what you want. In fact, I think as far as they go, it's a really quite nice, clean, basic one. Right up on the ridge, so it kind of stands out from the bottom. But we're going to shelter in here for 10 minutes, have a bit of flapjack and a drink of water, and then it's the final push down to Caldbeck. We'll see you in a little bit. So this is a very windy high pike, and although it isn't the end of the Cumbria Way, to me it ends the sort of Cumbria fells, if that makes sense. Sorry, Cora is just pulling me over and having a bark. Hello. So there's nothing left for us to do but to make our way now down towards Caldbeck, where we can put the tent up and maybe go to the pub and have something sweet if we get down there in time. Be quiet. So for now I'm going to go because I've got a bark and dog here, and it's really quite windy. So we're fed and watered now and ready for bed. Cora is absolutely shattered. For the first time I've ever known it, she got in the tent herself and wouldn't come out. So I'll say good night and I'll see you tomorrow as we make our way to Carlisle. Morning. So I'm talking quite quietly because it's very early. I think most of the campers are still asleep. Unfortunately there's train strikes today, so there's only a couple of trains that I can get from Avanti that are running, so I'm going to have to leave really quite early and hopefully get to Carlisle before the last Avanti train. But anyway, I'm going to get myself a brew and I'll see you as we make our way to Carlisle. Right, we're off. Caldbeck camping is a cracker little campsite on the Cumbria Way, and it's the second time I've stayed there. Each time's been an absolute pleasure. Shit myself there. That'll be good on the video anyway.
Well, she's popping outside.
I thought she was going to take my legs from under me because she come charging at me that quick. Hello. You gonna eat my bag? I don't really want you to eat my bag. Whoa, you're a bit edgy. It's alright. It's alright. You tell her. Yeah. You tell her messing about. Yeah. No.
Really don't like her. Do you want to take her?
Yeah. Do you want me to?
You don't like them.
Come here. Are you jealous? Come here. So I've been walking with 3 young lads today. All of them are from Yorkshire. There's 2 of them are mates and another bloke we've kind of met along the way as well. And it's really nice because the 2 younger lads are like 16 and are really just taking the first steps into backpacking and camping. It looks like they're going to do the West Highland Way soon, so good luck to them. And it's nice to see young lads wanting to get into this sort of lifestyle and interest. Followed by a herd of bullocks. How wise it is to put a herd of young bullocks in a field which has got one of the national trails going through, in my mind is quite questionable. And although nothing's happened right now, it's quite an uncomfortable feeling, given that these animals can kill if they stampede. So we'll just continue to walk at a nice easy pace, and looks like they've stopped following us now, thankfully. Come on. Was a bit of a struggle. What I'd say is that out of the sort of long distance treks that I've done over the last couple of years, the Cumbria Way seems to have the most cows on it, so you need to be quite aware of them. I haven't had any problems with them. We've just kept Cora calm, and we've just plodded along our way. But as I say, if you're taking a dog, it's certainly something to be aware of. Hey! So we've said goodbye to the 3 young men that we've walked some of today's route with, and they've got to get to Carlisle pretty handy. They've got about an hour to get to their train, so we can slow down a bit because we've got quite a few hours before our train. So we're just going to take a nice easy pace now into Carlisle. Not far now from Carlisle, but maybe 2 miles to the centre, to the tourist information, and you can feel the difference now. It's becoming much more kind of urbanised now. We've got a housing estate to the side, and quite soon we'll be entering the town centre. So we made it. Yeah, can you get a bit higher? Come here. Yeah, down there we are. We made it 73 miles in 5 days on the Cumbria Way, and we're here in Carlisle at the Tourist Information Centre. I'm going to go in and we're going to sign the book. Really enjoyed this. It was a tougher walk than I expected or remembered from last time. Got a dog as lovely as mine though.
Yes, of course you can. Just hold it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Did you like the bag? Okay.